Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to the Brony Show, episode 661. We are back from HarmonyCon just in time to completely miss, but still begin the Chinese New Year of the Year of the Horse. So, once again, 12 years later, we're able to do another Brony Show during the Year of the Horse, and I am your host here to do this with all of you. I am Circuit Main. Recovering from a cold or a flu or something. I'm recovering from something. But along with that, I'm with a wonderful group of panelists who are not recovering. We have DM21.
Speak for yourself. I've been sick for most of the past 2 weeks.
We are joined by Tech.
Not Concrud. I'm feeling something. I just don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just not sick. Maybe I'm just not feeling well. I don't know.
Joined by Toakoi.
I am actually healthy, and I'm going to get a pox on me, aren't I?
And joined by Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
Hi.
And as I mentioned at the top here, we're back from HarmonyCon, or at least a good chunk of us are. Me, Toa, CMC, Rainstorm, who unfortunately is not here, but actually I haven't heard from him since con, so I'm hoping they're doing okay.
They are fine. They got home safe. It's just,
Yep.
they probably got con crud as well.
They may have gotten hit by it, which, yeah, that'd be a shame. Though they were streaming on Wednesday and Thursday, so I don't know. But yeah, Rainey and Winchester are also there. But yes, I finally got a chance to try out the Dallas Pony Convention of HarmonyCon since we no longer have a BabsCon to open its doors to us in a couple of months. So I jumped ahead a couple of months to go to this con instead. And we will be
Surprisingly, there were a lot of Babs refugees.
I'm not that surprised, but we'll get to that. There's quite a bit to talk about there. But before we do that, we gotta open up our vocal cords. We gotta, well, I guess that's one way to do it. We gotta get up on our soapboxes and get ourselves a chance to talk about things outside of convention, and of that, of course, means our weekly, or in this case, bi-weekly dose of WUB. So I'd like to ask all of you, as we ask every week at this time, what's up, Bronies?
As soon as I got home, was able to put my head down on Monday and then back to the grind literally the next day. So there was no rest for the wicked on this trip, but hey, I at least was able to get CMC a place to sleep for the evening because, yeah, we had some traffic issues getting back, but that'll be in the con report.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and regale an annoying tale of why I'm probably not going to be able to have the fun I was hoping to have in April. So, I was making some possible plans to either go with the Berry Tubers to do some Vegas fun or go to NACON. Both of them viable options. Both of them interesting. Now, one of them is going to be in about mid-April when BabsCon would have been. The other one, I believe NACON is like near the end of April, but it is just a couple of months away.
It's near the start of May. I think
May
maybe
1st or the 3rd.
Or...
Yeah, so, yeah, right. So, anyway, so before all of that, in fact, before I went to HarmonyCon, I had to take care of a dental procedure. In this case, I had to get a crown replaced because the dentist was very bound and determined to get rid of my metal fillings and replace them with not so metal fillings. And,
well, they can rest.
Anyway, but it did get replaced eventually. There's still some complications in regards to that, but I'm not going to get into that too much because I haven't had a chance to talk with them on it. But the thing is that with crowns, it's complicated, especially if you know about American medical insurance. because dental insurance usually will not cover crowns. Or at least it's a very hard thing to get them to do. So I was expecting to pay this completely out of pocket, which was already a problem.
My sister has to get a crown done.
So what?
My sister has to get one done.
Yeah. But you got Canadian health care, so it's a little bit better.
No, that's healthcare, not dental care.
Dental is always such a weird thing altogether, let alone the country, what other country you're from. Now, the thing about this is, I had some plans for this. I figured that I was just going to have to suck it up. So I paid it out on credit card. My goal was to take some financial funds that I had in a financial savings account for medical use that I was going to use to not pay all of it, but pay off a major portion, not keep a balance on my credit card. Essentially, I was going to mix money around a little bit to allow it to happen, not pay a huge amount, and hopefully still have money to be able to decide if I was going to be able to do the Barry to Vegas trip or go to Nacon. The thing is that in order for me to make the request for these funds, I have to have an invoice. Thus began probably the most arduous month of my life, because I kept calling this dentist office just saying, I need an invoice. I need an invoice. And I would get a response like, okay, we hear you. Well, we'll give it to our finance. We'll give it to our note to our finance people. We'll give a note to our finance people. They'll send you an email. You'll get an invoice. It's easy. It's done. It's been so easy before. Not this time for some reason.
And you did check your spam, right?
It's not in my spam. Trust me, it would not. I've checked it, but it wouldn't have gone in there anyway. So after I basically called them on and off for 2 weeks until I finally got a hold of somebody, and I literally called them twice in one day. And they finally are like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, we'll get that to you right now. And I finally got it. And I take a look at the invoice to make sure all the dots, all the I's and T's are dotted, crossed, and all that fun stuff. It says I have a balance of negative $1,000.
What?
Exactly. Now, I'm looking through the invoice. I'm looking through the itemized invoice, trying to figure out what is going on. Because if it's saying a negative $1,000, it doesn't mean I owe them $1,000. It means they owe me $1,000.
I wish I was owed $1,000.
Let him cook.
No, hold on. Now, this $1,000 would go right back into my credit card that I paid it for. So it's not free money. But it also means that it would have freed up funds at the same time. So, I'm trying to get back on the horn with them, just like, what's going on? Why is there $1,000 credit? We'll get back to you on that. That's another 2 weeks. Why is there $1,000 credit? We'll get back to you on that. Why is it saying I have $1,000 credit? We'll get back to you on that. They're just like, okay, so I finally get to one of their finance people and just like, okay, so we both admit that there's $1,000 credit. Yes. Can you refund that back to me? Sure, we'll put that in. Another week and 2 weeks go by. Okay, this has been more than a month. I'm not gonna lie. I've been on and off on this for quite a while.
This is the shittiest customer service I ever heard.
Oh, it gets better.
Welcome to the healthcare
It gets so
system.
much better. So just like, okay, all right. When is it going in? Oh, we'll get that in. Well, you'll see it soon. Okay, I waited as long as you said. When is it going to get in? I don't know, but I mean, this time they actually know me by name now. They actually know who I am. Which, you know, when the customer service knows who you are, one, you know you're calling them a lot, and two, you know you're getting under them. But at the same time, I'm not gonna say like these people are terrible. This person was really nice. They were really nice. They were listening. They were understanding. I was doing my best to try to figure out what was going on, what was happening, and they were responding back. Because even they didn't understand what was happening because it's an obvious cut and dry case, and it should have come back already. So eventually, it's like, okay, just wait another week and a half. This was before HarmonyCon, I might add. Actually, no, this was during HarmonyCon. Where it's just like, okay, just wait until this week and a half. If you don't see it by then, give us a call. This was during HarmonyCon. I didn't see it. So after HarmonyCon, I give them a call. I'm just like, I'm still not seeing it. what's going on? And they're just like, yeah, I remember you. We have talked about this. Let me talk to our head and figure out what's going on. I do get it. I do get a call back 30 minutes later on this one. Finally, they actually called back for once instead of me having to call them back the next day. Yes, we found out what's happening. You see, we can't refund that to you yet because we haven't gotten the money. We haven't gotten the approval from the insurance company.
So let me get this straight. You are in a reverse Uno section of they owe you money, and their insurance hasn't said, yes, pay this man.
My insurance hasn't said, yes, we're covering it. The thing is, the insurance has said yes, but they haven't given it to him. So apparently my dental insurance is actually good enough that it will cover it, but it's also dragging its feet getting all the approvals done, and until they get that approval, they can't refund it back because technically I still owe them that money.
So basically what you're telling me is you have Schrodinger's paycheck.
I got worse than that because not only could I not go with my original plan of getting about half of the amount that I owed for this crown out of my financial savings for medical expenses. I only could get a small portion of it because the invoice says this. I was in a rock and a hard place where I could either leave it on my credit card and wait for the refund, which unfortunately I would still accrue interest, or I pay it off, lose a chunk of my savings, still have to wait, and then I have to get the money back from my credit card company afterwards, which is going to be a whole nother hill in itself. I'm screwed no matter what, because I decided I wanted to be smart and use a credit card. Just in case. It was still a smart move to use a credit card. I'm not going to deny on that. I'm just going to put that out there. Because it was still like $1,500 for the whole thing. And getting that out of my savings immediately without being able to shore it back up would really suck. But, so right now, I'm literally just... I know what's happening. I can only wait, but because of that, all my hopes for any kind of spring shenaniganry on my part might be completely up in smoke. And it sucks. So everybody, welcome to American dental care and insurances. And having to either be smart or just throw yourself under a bus and hope for the best. I don't know where you're winning on this one, but
If you think the dental system is bullshit, try the healthcare system. My stepmother would tell you all about all the denials she got for a medical condition.
in all honesty, they all
Especially
suck.
Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie, that's not the one I would have heard about on that one. But in any case, it's a sucky situation I'm in, and unfortunately, it may have just put a kibosh on a lot of plans that I had for April. So, in the meantime, I do got to apologize. I might sound a little weird because I am going to be sucking on cough drops and drinking a lot of water while we're doing the show here, because I am still recovering from Concrud. I will get to that because it's been pretty interesting on that part too. But
if your throat's feeling that awful, do you want?
It's better.
Postpone until next week. Oh,
You should have hit him
No. You should have heard me last week. I'm not gonna lie. I was much worse last week. The only problem with this week is I gotta be I still gotta be a little bit careful because unfortunately it's still got some tickling and healing going on. So if I talk the wrong way or I'm breathing a little too raggedly or something like that, it will trigger it and I will cough like crazy. Cough for a while, and it sucks because it's a tickle cough. You know what a tickle cough is like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. I went off. Anybody else have any other wubs that they want to throw out there now that I've basically thrown everything out the window?
I've been sick for most of the 2 weeks, so it was pretty. It hit me pretty hard 4 or 5 days ago, but what can you do?
Mm, orange soup, chicken soup, and vitamin C. orange juice and chicken soup.
Yeah,
Chicken
I tried
soup
it.
and orange juice. Thank you.
Yeah, I tried that too.
Try orange soup, man. Orange soup will taste great.
Actually, you know what? If you actually cook the oranges themselves and make it into a good stew, ooh, that could be actually nice.
No, it will not. It does not work that way. Anyway,
Oh.
does anybody else have any other wubs? Okay, we're moving on. Okay, so I a little bit of the stuff that we're going to be talking about. Basically I got this from HarmonyCon, which obviously a good reason I went right off the bat here. So we're going to go ahead and talk about the conventions that are out there right now. Everybody remember PonyCon Countdown?
Yep.
Well, don't remember it anymore. We're not going to do that anymore.
Yay! New site! New site! New site!
Yep, this was from a business card I ran across over at HarmonyCon. So, yep, this is a MLPcon.info, a celebration of Brony history, tracking MLP conventions old and new. And when I pulled it up on my phone, I could immediately tell this was going to be a lot better than the previous ones that we've had. So, at the moment, we do have all of the current and future conventions going on. Let's go ahead and actually talk about the pony conventions that are happening. We got Pone Voyage, which is coming up in a week and a half. This is this is what I've wanted to do, and this is one I'm hoping they do next year, because I will find a way to do this. They're doing a Brony cruise to the Bahamas from Jacksonville, Florida. I always want to go on a cruise, let alone a Brony cruise. That would be so freaking sweet. I mentioned about this a few weeks ago, but every convention site I go to doesn't talk about it. So the fact that we finally have one that does makes me so happy. But we got Pone Voyage. Then a little bit later, that month, the Festival of Friendship will be happening on the 21st to the 22nd of March over in Southampton, Hampshire in the United Kingdom.
And in between those two, one that was announced earlier, like Saturday, a Brony Crusade Fest. It's a online convention done by the Spanish team from Ponies Online.
Oh.
They want to do their own thing, so
Sure enough. Yep, actually I didn't see that mentioned.
Maybe this website doesn't have it yet.
We might not add it, because it is 3 days.
They really did just barely announce it. They may need to submit it to them to let them know.
Mm-hmm. But I put the video for it in the
Oh, is that what you linked up there?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, it looks like another online convention is happening with the Spanish team of Ponies Online.
Yep, and of course they are their own thing, but most of us know them as the Spanish team.
I get that. I can see a lot of the familiar art styles and stuff from Ponies Online.
Yep.
So just to ask, is this going to actually affect Ponies Online itself, or is this just kind of
not at all?
Thing? Okay.
It is its own thing. It has a lot of our team members that have gone over and been like, yes, we shall do this. And it's like, yeah. As a friend, I'm like, do it. You don't have to ask for our permission. If you want to do this, good. Because, again, we should always lift up people, never, who say we can't do that, or no, don't do that.
Yeah, encourage people to do their own thing.
Honestly, I wish there was a little bit more information about this. I mean, we got some dates and stuff, but no websites, no Discord. We just know that it
I
exists.
can get you the Discord.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, you can get it to me,
Yeah.
but it's not readily available to the public, or it makes it easy to find it. Okay, no, they have found it's in their Blue Sky.
Yep.
One of their OCs just looked familiar to me. The blue one with the blue hair.
Okay.
If
Next
it's the
year.
one in the Vulture outfit, that is just a representation of Pixel Hollow from Ponies Online. If it's another one, it's from the Resentia.
But yeah, it does look like it is going to be a multilingual convention. But it doesn't. I think it indicates that they're going to be doing both Spanish and English in the convention. Am I correct about that?
Yes, there are dedicated English and Spanish channels, but also there's a general channel that is open to all languages.
All right.
I've known about this for almost a year now, and I haven't really talked about it because it is not my place to, advertise a hint, because this is not my...
Fair enough.
It's not a convention you're involved with.
But yeah, I am on the Discord now, and hopefully we'll hear more information as things come around, and we will of course talk about it as things happen. But yep, at the moment they appear to be ready to start eventually.
They start at March 15th. So in between the two, in between the Voyage and Festival of Friendship, they're doing that. And
I'm not seeing the dates here readily accessible, so it makes things difficult to figure out.
Yeah. No, I'll probably tell them about that. But also the announcement trailer has it in it, so.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm just, what can I say? I'm just like, sometimes, yeah.
No,
anyway,
you're right.
we will talk more about it. We will talk more about it as it comes out. Hopefully, they did get a chance to get it thrown up in here too, because I'm sure the more people that know, the better.
Yeah.
But yeah, now we got a new source of pony convention information. Now, here's something that I was actually on a little bit on the ground floor about, but I'm kind of floored how quickly this information started to come out as it started to come out. So, we have two conventions to talk about here because, you'll figure it out real fast as we do this. So first off, we're going to follow them. So first off, there is two conventions. We first have Fresmere. This is a Brony convention that is going to be happening on October of this year. They don't have specific dates on the little flyer. In fact, I'm not going to lie. The way that these flyers were printed out, I'm guessing that they just barely started to get info as the convention was about to happen or was happening, and went as quickly as they could because it's literally just a piece of paper. But it says October 2022 in Fresno, California. But along with that, there was another flyer that was popping around.
And while you look for that, apparently, because of you joining, we got almost 100 users in 72 hours.
That's what I do. Now, here's the funny thing. There's also another convention that got announced. This one, a little bit more card stock in flyer information, but still pretty impressive. Brony Expo, which is coming soon next year in spring 2027 to the Bay Area, California. So, BabsCon dies, and we literally get two Brony conventions in California because of it. How crazy is that? Anybody see that one coming? Because I really did. I did see it coming, but only because I knew about it. Two Brony conventions, a furry convention, and I think a general fan convention that was being worked on, but I don't know the details of that. But I know about the furry. We got the two Bronies. It looks like everything that everybody was planning is actually happening in regards to California. So, how How crazy is that? What's the new con web info site? Oh, my apologies. I'll be sure to get that
I
in the
can
notes
get
here.
it right now.
Yeah, I'll be sure to get that in the notes here. I did not get it in the show notes because I was unfortunately, I'm still in recovery. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I got it in the show,
Yeah.
in the stream chat, so they can look.
But yeah, that was just something that I had to point out there because we literally have 2 pony conventions that are now happening in California because one closed their doors. And that is amazing. But at the same time, I think some people are gonna start trying to drag me to these 2, so God. But anyway. So we got that going on now. Deep breaths, everybody. But with that is going to cover up our convention news. Let's go ahead and talk about pony news. Now, some of you who are in the know right now, Steam is actually doing their Next Fest, which is cool. What does it have to do with this? The game might actually be in Next Fest. In fact, I think it is in Next Fest. But we mentioned earlier about World Without Time, which is very much a pony-themed game. And we talked about it. I wishlisted it on stream, and now it looks like a little bit more is happening because they now have a playable demo.
Ooh.
So we are going to be talking about this probably next week, but I wanted to give the shout out to everybody now so they can go ahead and try out the demo right now. But yes, the World Without Time. Or just World Without Time. But yeah, that is completely amazing. And everybody ignore the fact that I'm literally starting the demo download right now.
Never, because we know you. We appreciate you.
Yeah, I would recommend checking it out. This is really, really cool to see. I mean, there's been a lot of pony games, but we're going to get to that in a little bit too. Oh boy, this has been this was an interesting couple of weeks. And that is a very interesting throat. Let's see. Actually, you know what? We're going to get into it right now.
Oh, that was quick.
Yeah. Then again, I got a good internet connection, but so we mentioned the Next Fest is going on. A couple of days before the Next Fest, a different kind of I guess community of fest was going on. Steam was doing the Steam Horse Fest. Honestly, I did not see this one coming. And today, it actually ended already, but you could still check out some things. It was a weekend event. But the reason that I had to mention it was going through this and looking at some of the games that they had listed. Let's see if I get any luck here. Oh, look! The Barbie Horse Trails. Okay. Let's see. Was it in the demos here? Okay, well, basically, listed in a bunch of these games here were also a few pony games. They actually had a few pony games that were showing up in this. Let's see here. Yeah, sorry. I thought the horses thing was going to go a little bit longer, and it didn't quite. So, yeah, everybody, please bear with me. Bear with me a little bit. But yeah, some of the pony games that they had were like Unicorn Tales, Mare Dare, Unicopia. But yeah, you can see some of these. You're just like, oh, we know where this inspiration came from. There's no question about it.
Granted, I appreciate them actually not trying to, shoe in, name characters.
Well,
Design-wise,
I think that it'd be in the best interest not to anyway, but
you say as the clearly inspired ones of Luna and Celestia.
I'm gonna say in their best interest. I'm not gonna say that other people haven't done that.
That's two of them.
But yeah, got like Mayor Dare. I also wishlisted a few others I didn't pick up quite yet. Okay, that wasn't it. Sort by date added. But yeah, Unichrome, Unihorn. Yeah, there's a Mayor Dare. Tiny Sticker Tail. That one actually looks up. Ooh, it's on 50% right now. I might jump on that. But yeah, Tiny Sticker Tail. A lot of fun ones that obviously you could see some Brony DNA in these. You could definitely see some Brony DNA. Hopefully it's because that they came from the Brony community and not because of AIR. But yeah, it was a fun little thing to check out. I just wish it didn't only last a weekend. It would have been fun to talk a little bit more about the games there, but it's still cool to see all the horse games that are coming out. Next, let's talk plushies. So first off, Singapore has released plushies at Jelly Pop.
Gosh dang it, why can't we have nice things?
Honestly, I don't know either. Because, yeah, these are already better than even the standard plushies we got. Though, these ones, on the other hand, maybe not so much.
Yeah. They're still adorable.
But it's not just plushies. They apparently had quite a few different merch runs going on here. Wanda Cinemas in China has also gone all in on pony merchandise, especially for the Chinese New Year. No big surprise there.
I mean, yeah, the horse.
Starting off, we got racially incorrect Pinkie Pie.
Oh, she's doing blackface.
No, that's Funko Pop Pinkie Pie.
She's doing Black Pony. It's not just blackface. Everything is black. No, I'm kidding. Please do not take that out of context. We're joking. It's just silly to us. That's all.
Yeah, he's just joking.
Yeah. Besides, it's a normal plastic mold injection thing. They usually do a single color and then paint over it afterwards.
Yeah, it's called. Yeah. They've done it in the past.
Yeah. Or in this case, it actually is completely legitimate. But it's just a style choice. It actually does look cool. I actually do like that. It looks cool.
Yeah, they were pure black final figure ponies back in the day, weren't they?
Yeah, actually. The miniature Funkos had the little tiny ones where it had the black ponies with the awesome mane colorings.
Yeah.
But yeah, we also have awesome popcorn buckets and drinks. This is like really cool there. I'm not sure what those are, but it's still pretty interesting to see.
Could be pins.
It's almost like neck braces or something like that.
No, the previous one you were showing.
Oh, what? These?
Yeah, they could be pins.
It could be pins, yeah. But yeah, a lot of fun little pony merch for a movie theater, which is pretty wild to see. Granted, I can also see why that some of these are pretty much stock. They're stock characters, but they still got little additions to it, so it's not just slapping them in. It's slapping them in and putting clip art on them.
I am more surprised that it's Pinkie Pie, Rarity, and Twilight, and not Dash in place of Rarity.
They're differentiating. They're giving more ponies more time.
Just because of the Remarkable Trio to us doesn't mean that the Remarkable Trio to others.
Faz.
Though it is really funny to see just a weird mix of G4 and G4.5. Because that is a Pony Life Pinky right there.
Yep.
I do like that though. That is funny. I'm not complaining. That is funny. All right, let's see here. Just checking on other toys here. Unfortunately, news got completely scattered on me because of. Yeah, I think we're good here. Let's go ahead and go on to the next little bit here. So we talked about toys. Let's talk about something that is coming out to the U.S. I believe. My Little Pony Mustang GT model kit.
Well, time we got something new.
So yeah, appears that over at a toy fair, we pay. Okay, yeah, it's somewhere in all of this. Okay, yeah, I have no idea where it is in all of this. I really should have looked a little bit further. I thought they would have clipped it or put a note or something. Just I'm doing a quick scanner, see if I can. Oh wait, hold on. There we go. Yeah, it's not great, but you can get. Oh wow, they got the Home Alone van. Oh my God, we're next to the Home Alone van.
The wet bandits are trying to steal ponies.
But yeah, we got a My Little Pony Mustang GT model kit coming out. How crazy is that? Honestly, I did not see that one coming. All right, next. Oh boy. Pinkie Pie is celebrating the Year of the Pony 2026. Kotobukiya just put out an awesome image of Kotobukiya Pinkie Pie celebrating Year of the Pony.
Mm-hmm.
I literally don't have anything else to add here. There's not much else. It's still cool. It's cool to see.
When I saw that for a moment, I thought, oh no, they made a figure for it, and we're rest in peace, my wallet.
Oh God! Please don't joke about that. I would probably have to do the same, but don't joke about that, man. Next. All right. We'll get this out of the way. I don't like talking about these, but I gotta talk about these because it's what I gotta do. Okay, so Heartopia has released their pre-launch trailer of the official collaboration for the My Little Pony stuff. There's our mute.
They always change that up, don't they?
Wow, this is this is YouTube. Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a cat in a spike suit. I have no idea how to feel about this.
I mean, let's be honest here. They're just doing Equestria Girls, but not, fully committing.
Oh God, I mean, I'm sure this is somebody's cup of tea. It is not mine. Oh my God.
No. Although I will say this, the cosplayers for this will be amazing.
No doubt about that.
Oh wow, they even got cars.
Again, the cosplayers of this will be amazing.
If I didn't know this was for a mobile game, I would have assumed
It's
Pony
on Steam,
Life
too.
with Equestria Girls.
I don't know. The moment I'm seeing this, I was either thinking Toy Line almost right off the bat until I figured out it was a. Well, I would have thought Toy Line if I didn't already know about Heartopia to begin with during a Nintendo conference thing.
Nintendo Direct, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, for a moment there, they were shipping Twilight and Dash.
Oh, everybody does that. So anyway, yeah. Looks like that collaboration is already happening now. But, if you haven't checked it out and you really want to, I would recommend doing it right away. This is probably the last we're going to talk about it. But along with that, another trailer video came out for the EB Pinkie Pie for Eggy Party. This is another one of those things.
Which, again, I'm still happy that Pony is now a collaborative thing. Although one of the panels does make a good point of, it's odd whenever outside sources are seeing the value of Pony and internally it's not being seen the same.
Well, there's still there's still a lot of people out there that won't give it a due because of its cartoony looks or its premise of only of stigma of only for little kids.
Yeah, any case, that's Pinkie Pie and Eggy Party. So, yeah, that's also another collaboration going on right now if you want to check it out. Next, let's go ahead and talk about our health.
I need somebody.
In this case, there's a Friendship is Magic Walking Challenge in Shanghai, which is already over. It only lasts until the 21st. Whoops.
Aw.
Yep. But apparently, there was a map with stamps for 14 different locations to go and get stamped. And if you at least got 3 stamps, you would be entered for prizes. So, yeah, it was a stamp collectathon around the city to go and walk around.
You know, I actually enjoy that type of thing if I'm able to participate because it's neat just to see what's in the local area.
Yeah.
It is kind of cool. I have never had anything like that here in my area, but then again, maybe I've just never known about it happening because I never know where they talk about things like that, you know?
I don't even know if they ain't going in my country at all, for that matter.
Yeah.
I would say biggest cities, but also, you know, probably, as much as we hate it, local Facebooks with businesses and whatnot.
Oh, MLB and Fortnite. I don't even want to think about that.
Well,
Oh, no,
I'm going to tell you
Fortnite,
this
not
now.
Fortnite,
Chappelle
no.
Roan does have a pink pony, and you can name it Pinkie Pie.
That means nothing.
They have the model. They have the skeleton.
They don't have the rest of them.
I
Moving
don't
on.
remember saying that
Anyway,
stinks.
I thought-
It's a great follow-up from Fortnite.
Anyway, I thought this was really cool, so I just wanted to make mention of it. Moving on. The top 25 Brony songs of 2025 have been released. If you don't watch the music scene all that much, but you still want to get an idea of some of the cool music that is out there for last year, this is a good way to get a good piecemeal of it. Instead of doing 10 a month, you can get a full 25 for the entire year. So if you have been keeping up, none of this is going to surprise you, but if you haven't, then you can maybe get some really cool ideas of some of the awesome songs that are out there. Seriously, check it out though, especially if you like music. And to go along with that, the top 10 pony videos of January has also come out.
Welcome back. I'm so glad about those top 10 video compilations.
Compilation.
Oh yeah, there's been so many videos here that I am not seeing in my normal sources now, so it has been a wonderful send for me, and I really gotta try to keep an eye on their Discord a lot more, because I'm sure that's where a lot of them are popping up. But
These
yeah,
top 10 pony videos and 25 top videos have been very helpful for me to discover new songs and artists.
Yeah, but along with this one, it looks like they're actually doing a weighted vote system instead of just the normal you have up to 5. Where depending on how many times you vote, it can actually carry more weight on what gets voted up as opposed to just what gets voted the most. It should also help eliminate a lot of ties.
My only concern with that is, you know, if you get it too weighted, it could be like someone has the power to yay and nay something.
Well, I mean, yay and nay at the same time, but I think it will allow people that aren't able to vote as often or as much to still have a weight in on their vote as opposed to somebody that is literally voting on every single video. It adds a little bit more nuance, so it gives more opportunities. But otherwise, you still a lot of great videos, still awesomely worth checking out. Definitely, I always recommend these. I always recommend going here, especially now they do the nostalgia hits too. Especially, the Lego Pony. That was so awesome way back when.
Oh my god.
Behold, one of the
January
original
2011.
One of the original My Little Pony episode, My Little Pony created videos.
Mm-hmm.
FIM meets Monty Python. Oh god.
Yes, Rainbow Dash is God.
Yeah. I mean, didn't you have that in, like, one of your first episodes?
I might have. But still, it is so cool to see that. Anyway, once again, I do recommend checking it out. Little Shy FIM. And finally, Ace Attorney Elements of Justice has finally released the next episode. Deeper Yet Deeper. Turnabout Discharge.
How long is it?
It's an hour and a half long. So obviously we are not going to be watching this in one of our video segments. But it is well worth a look. Still has the awesome animation as it normally does. You get a really in-depth story. It is definitely one of those sit down and enjoy it for what it is videos.
Yeah, indeed. Like something like this, like out in the fandom, is truly remarkable.
Absolutely. And with that, we're going to go ahead and finish up on the news here. And who's ready to talk about 2 weeks worth of content condensed into one few minutes? Well, I'm going to be talking about it anyway. So, of course, we're going to talk about our challenge of 2 weeks. Because we weren't able to do the challenge of the week last week since we were at HarmonyCon and then I was in recovery. Still kind of am. But the challenge of the week that we had the time prior was Year of the Horse. In celebration of the Chinese New Year and the Year of the Horse. But we also had the Protest Initiative Challenge.
That's right. I don't remember what it was.
Really?
So long
ago.
ago.
You shouldn't be so fast and loose with your challenges. I mean, you keep doing that.
Oh, that's right. It was loose, wasn't it?
There you go. All right, so I managed to pull something together. I mean, literally.
Oh.
I think I drew this in about an hour and a half.
Nice.
Oh, that's right. I never actually cracked my can open because I wasn't in the room for pre-show.
Oh, better late than never.
That's a Kieran.
That is a Karen. I decided for Year of the Pony, we would do the Karen because that seems to be everybody's go-to for Year of the Pony. And along with it, I decided to go with a Karen that nobody seems to draw all that much of. And so I looked around and I found an image of one of the acting Karens that they had for the Phantom of the Opera play thing that was going on when
During the
Oh
song,
yeah, that one did have that
During the
mane
song.
and coat style.
Yeah. So yeah, I think this wasn't like the Phantom. It was one of the other characters that you only see a couple of times. So yeah, I quickly drew him up in a loose Chinese dress. This is supposed to be a Chinese dress, and unfortunately, it is way too loose.
This is why you get your kimono sized.
Yep.
Fear and Loathing in China.
If only.
Yep. But yeah, this is what I came up with in an hour and a half, so I didn't have a whole lot of time to fix things or to be nice about some things. So I am proud of myself in some cases. At the same time, there are some things I'm just like, oh my god.
And I like the floral pattern that you did. That came out pretty good.
Yeah, actually, that went out rather well. I wish I could have
Yeah.
made it so it follows the folds a little bit more, but that would have taken a lot more editing.
Oh, yeah, but
Yeah.
still.
Oh my god. Oh, jeez, these bots are getting relentless.
You know, right? I would have written something for this, but I was just sick too many days.
No, I mean, the real reason I wasn't able to do more with this was because I was sick so much. In fact, well, we're not going to get into that just yet. We also had some entries from Toa, but not from this in particular. In this case, Toa posted this.
So during HarmonyCon, there was a panel called "You Can Draw," and during that thing, there was a randomly generated character prompt, starting with Applejack, going to Trixie, and then finally Cadence. And while people were being taught on stage, or at least at, the thing, I was drawing over on the side as the AV tech, just to be like, yes, you don't need something fancy. If you have even just a tablet and a program, you can draw. And it doesn't have to be refined. It could just be the blobs.
Just fine and fair, but Trixie scares me here.
It looks like a Five Nights at Freddy jump scare.
I mean, you should have just. I mean, just. Oh my god, man.
No, I like it. I like it.
I don't know.
Hey, kid, though, it's pretty good for what it is.
Yeah. I do have to ask you, did you use a paint program for this or something else?
I used my Infinite Painter.
Interesting.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I won't lie. I kept looking it over, and it does resemble paint strokes, which was surprising. At the same time, it didn't feel quite right somehow, but I couldn't place. But yeah.
Well, again, it's one of those things of I am using my tablet as, like, again, an example to go along with, hey, here's what you can do if you just try.
Fair enough.
And it was also just one of those ways of I'm interacting with them so that they're not just, like, looking over the shoulder. It allows people to have a momentary thing to breathe and be like, okay, they're not looking at us. We focus on here. Because it was 15 minutes per sketch.
Fair enough. All right. And I also have to do a couple of other bits of art that I attempted to do, but again, I was sick and busy with the con, so I didn't get them in on time. These were for the alumni, the Newbie Artist Training Ground alumni groups that they do the weekly prompts. I'm going to go ahead and start off with this one because, admittedly, this might be a little controversial, but this was something I wanted to do several years ago. So, can anyone tell me who this is?
Is that Skylar?
No.
No.
A pony?
I feel like I should know by the cutie mark, but the hair is throwing me off.
Is it fandom or was it in show material?
No.
No, it's both? Okay.
Since I already threw that out there, this pony does not exist, or I guess in this case did not exist.
Was it a fandom hoax?
No.
Was it a toy?
I'm trying to bring it up here. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Jeez, I click on an image and immediately it doesn't bring up the image, no, it brings up everything but. Okay, come on, where are you? Stop hiding from me.
I know your secret.
You will get your day in the sun, or so help me. Okay. Here we go.
Wait, no, what?
This.
I misattributed something in my pictures.
This is the pony.
Okay, did 4chan or Reddit make this?
No. This was made 5-6 years ago, I think. This was before AI got annoying. When it was just stupid and silly.
Oh.
This was one of those "this pony does not exist" images where you can get a general resemblance.
2 mouths, I just noticed.
There is so much wrong with this if you just start looking.
The horn, people.
Honestly,
The eyes.
The thing is, I thought this pony had an interesting design to it, and one of the goals I had was I wanted to get good enough to try to make this real, to make an actual OC of this pony, because I thought it had potential. This was before, once again, AI basically became horrible and annoying and infected everything in our lives. So we chuckle at this and we laugh and we don't take it seriously. Move on. But the challenge for the week was to draw a new OC or a pony nobody's ever seen before. So I figured this would be a good time to basically make it. So here it is. I
have to say, good on you.
I took utter crap and I have made this. I'm not quite sure what her name should be. I do know. I figured from the way the cutie mark looks, it kind of looks like a necklace with a jewel in it. So I'm thinking jeweler.
No, that seems
not the name,
more like
just the occupation.
Yeah, I could definitely see it as an occupation. I would look up a gemstone and see what you can find.
I don't know. I think maybe finding a term for jeweling or making jewels or necklaces or jewelry.
Or she sells jewels to dragons, kind of like an eatery or something for dragons.
that'd be a name. Fast food. Just call her fast food. But
yeah. In all seriousness, AI is only a tool. It's not fucking. It's not free. I mean,
we're not gonna.
I don't want anything
to
do with
that.
We're not dipping into that. I'm just saying that this was just something that we created years and years and years ago, and I just had the goal of actually making a real pony out of it, which I did. And now this is a pony that anybody can use and celebrate and do whatever they want with. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud that my skills are gotten to the point where I can try to cobble something together like this.
And I love this.
Yeah. It needs more work, I'm not gonna lie, but it's there. But
it has more soul to it, and that's what matters.
Yeah. So yeah. Behold the official Brony Show OC that does not have a name yet, because who the hell knows?
Oh no, is Lumi getting replaced?
No, absolutely not.
No, Lumi is an OC.
I'm just joking, guys. I'm just joking.
Anyway,
no, we know.
Based on how the overall appearance is, I feel this is like the young filly that comes and watches the fun things Lumi does.
Yeah,
Lumi is a bad influence.
I like that idea of a sudden bad influence character that messes with the Lumi. Love it. And the other prompt I had was draw a pony disguising themselves. And I figured what'd be funny is Pinkie Pie actually trying to dress herself up as Izzy.
Oh wow, that's pretty creative.
So yeah, it takes a lot of work to dye and straighten up curls that wild. Not complete straight curls. You got to straighten them up enough so that they're wavy-ish, but still curly. So yeah, Coldust, any thought on any of that?
My head is empty.
Yeah, that's probably good. Nice and relaxed.
He is meditating.
And random running tab. I have no idea why.
Yeah,
nice.
She's normally
I like it.
Having stuff tied in her mane. Now she has a loose mane.
Does she have a tied up mane?
No, I don't think so.
I think we have shown her with her hair tied up.
Fair enough.
We need to probably do a good compiling of all the running tab images because we don't got her in the OCs.
We need to make an actual. Considering I literally just made this, maybe I should go back to running tab and actually redo her and see if we can make something a little more official for running tab.
Well, I also went back to the archives and actually went with the colors that we did talk about.
True enough. All right. Well, with that, we can't walk away yet because we still got to do one other thing before we go ahead and talk about HarmonyCon. And of course, that is our challenge of the week. Now, of course, every week we bring out this wonderful little wheel. This wheel of prompts These prompts are filled by you, all of our viewers, all of our watchers, all of our commentators, everybody. These prompts are filled by you at this point. We will take any prompts. The only stipulation is you only get one prompt. Once you have that prompt in there, it is stuck. You are forever stuck with that prompt. You cannot change it. You cannot alter it. You cannot ask me to remove it. It is there. It is in. But all prompts will be accepted within reason. And then we will shuffle them and spin the wheel.
Part of me wants to take part, but the other part of me is like, no, you're picked 3 times in a row. Let someone else have a go.
It's up to you if you don't want to. We don't have any rule against not going in again, unless you keep having me draw up freaking Kamen Rider.
Hey, I do that at least twice a year.
And somehow you manage to get it 3 times in a row. How does that work?
Don't ask me. I just enjoy tokusatsu.
Anyway. But yes, we get all the prompts in here. We will shuffle them up. We'll spin the wheel. Whatever that lands on, that will be our prompt for the week. And then we ask all of you out there if you want to participate to create. It can be drawing. It could be painting, coloring, music. Maybe make a math equation. Make a cookie. The only thing we ask is that you express your creative self any way you can with the prompt and show it off. Be as creative as you can. Be as creative as you want. We just ask you, go ahead and go out there and be creative for all of us. For yourself, too. Because this is also a way to try to encourage people to allow themselves to be creative. Especially nowadays. There's no judging. I'm sorry, I just realized I was about to say there's no judging here. We do talk about your work. Sometimes we're a little critical, but we always tend to do it in good spirits and to try to help you improve. We don't want to tear people down. We want them to love the work that they do and to also try to improve if they want to keep getting better.
Circuit, you should be nicer to Toa then.
I know! I realize I basically break
Toa
over the
tries.
coals, don't I?
Toa, you do good.
He
I
tried.
appreciate you.
He did try with that paint program. He did try with that paint program. Yeah, Trixie scares the hell out of me, but he did try. And it does look like it was paint.
Simple art style I like to do. And besides, you have seen me do GIMP, and you have seen some of the backgrounds I can do if I'm just like, I want to do a background.
Actually, you know what? You know what? No. I'm digging into this one. Just for a little bit. Just a little bit. So while this was a panel was going on, a panel that is probably about less than an hour, you brought up a tablet and you drew 3 things in with this paint program that looked like paint. 3 things. But we constantly see you basically recycling the same images sometimes in shape images more than a few times in GIMP when you have Infinite Painter and you actually have just shown that you can put the effort, even 15 minutes worth of effort, to paint something.
Circuit, this is not going easier on Toa.
I'm
just saying.
I'm just asking.
Be encouraging, Circuit. Be encouraging. Here's the thing.
I want to dig into this. I want to dig into this because the encouragement is, why aren't you using this paint program to push your skills a little bit more instead of recycling the same stuff you always do?
I don't think a question is encouragement.
No,
Circuit. This is
interrogation.
interrogation.
I think he could go further. I want him to go further.
Here's the fun thing. I understand the composition. I know how to do shapes. I understand and get that. It's not my passion.
That's fair.
Okay.
Circuit. Here's the thing. When it comes to art and creativity, like, Like when it comes to encouraging art, it's like don't go going about like, hey, why didn't you shade this piece this time? You know how to shade. Like, no. Sometimes people give what they give. Sometimes you just gotta like take what you get and like appreciate what there is to appreciate. You know, like we're all living lives. We're all trying to like get out there. And hey, you know what? The way I see it, Toa's doing better than me. How many times have you seen me draw something for show? Like, so little. I'm tired all the time. So the fact that Toa can get out there and put together what he can, like, I think that's pretty great.
Also, artists about
comment about what is rolled.
I suppose that's a fair point. So I guess
also,
you know what? I'm
artists
going to
about expressing yourself. It's not like
you know what? The fact
like we're in a
is,
competition.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to excuse myself out of this a little bit because I guess I've just been feeling under the weather.
If you're feeling under the weather, why are you standing out under the rain cloud?
Because I can't fly. I'm not a Pegasus.
Second, I think another part of it is that you have seen that I can do stuff in short amount of time, and you're like, but I can't do that. Because for a lot of the time, you're like, why are artists so good? I want to be like that. And the first few times you were so negative about yourself that when you see someone's nonchalant about it, you're like, you could do better. I seen you do better. And I'm like, it's just art.
Anyway,
you might not be wrong, but I think it's just also I've seen people that nonchalant themselves because they don't feel like they can. Basically, like they're good. They're just like the good enough instead of trying to go for more. I don't know. Maybe it might be an internal thing. I know I need to see a psycho.
Shouts out to my sleepy artists out there. Shouts out to the folks out there who like would draw but are tired because they're working. Like y'all, I get it. I'm right there with you.
Anyway, so feeling under the weather is going to be our prompt. Cool. But we do also have the Protest Initiative Challenge.
Right. Protest Initiative Challenge. Nap time.
I feel that one.
Now, take that as you will. Does that mean that you will like draw a character being like having a nap time? Sure, go for it. Does that mean that you yourself will take a nap? Fucking do it, man. You do you.
I feel like
and if you do take a nap, tell Circuit about it, because I think that'd be funny.
I got
that'd be something that Commander did for me a long while ago that would fit both prompts.
Yeah.
I gotta admit, that would be funny as all out if they basically is just like somebody just wrote a poem about how they took a nap over the weekend and then sent that to me.
Hell yeah. Don't even put in an effort for a full pump. Or actually no, haiku. I want your sleepy ass haiku. Let's go. Which is a real poem. It's just a smaller
575?
Yep.
575. Yes, 575. Yeah.
And usually trying to keep inside the theme of the prompt.
Hindsight, we should bring back haikus. I think we need more haikus. That's not the challenge, but like, hey, if you want bonus points that don't matter, there you go. Include a haiku.
Here's what that just came to my head. My eyes felt heavy. To a nap, I said it is snowing on Mount Fuji.
I should have seen that snowing on Mount Fuji coming
out. I thought about doing a poem during the last 2 weeks about Year of the Horse, but then I...
What is this background circuit?
Oh my god.
If you even said that to me, I have at least 3 different people that would... No, wait. I'm taking a screenshot of that, and I am sending it to somebody.
You realize I have like 10,000 images, and I have no idea what this is labeled as. I
know. Hence why I said I'm taking a screenshot, and I am sending it to somebody.
Oh. Okay.
CMC, you know.
Time to check out Dear People Roof if I can find that.
Let's try. Let's go. Okay.